You are listening to That Big CEO Energy, where we talk all things business, life, marriage, and push you to a new edge of discovering what that big CEO energy means for you. Listen, I understand that we have barriers that we carry from when we were once employees, and those have impacted us as we continue to build our businesses. I'm here to walk alongside you and give you encouragement through interviews with friends and other women in business who have broken down those barriers and paved their own way. Tune in with me as we uncover some of the unconscious things that we do that keep us from building that big CEO energy we've always dreamed about. Let's dive in. It is so easy to get sucked into our to-do list. And I feel like over a few periods of my life, I have used the to-do list as more of a brain dump than what it actually is supposed to be used for. So today we're going to talk all about sort of how to be more productive and efficient in our daily lives without feeling overwhelmed by this never-ending list of tasks that just seem to keep piling up. It's easy to get bogged down in our to-do list and really become consumed by the need to check up every item. I know for me, having the check boxes is just, there's just something about it, right? So if you're with me, then you know what that feeling is. But really, the truth is, there are actually better ways to manage your time and energy than having this running to-do list, which turns into this brain dump list. And I'm going to walk through some of the things that we can do to really help us level set kind of what should be on our to-do list, what should be in the parking lot, and help us understand how to maximize what our to-do list is supposed to be doing for us. One of the first things that you should do is prioritize the tasks. And what I mean by that is when you sit down and you sort of create your task list and you utilize it in this brain dump fashion, taking a few minutes to walk back through sort of what needs to be done immediately, what can be put in the parking lot, helps us to really focus on the most important tasks first. And I know it's really easy to go in and pull out the easy ones because they're quick and they're easy and, we don't have to do much thinking power. But what's happening is we're wasting time on tasks that really aren't as critical as what is going to be moving the needle forward. Another important step is to really break down what those larger tasks are into smaller, more manageable tasks. So if you have a big project that is due, working back through kind of a project plan and uncovering what those tasks would be, also identifying if some of those are delegatable to other folks, will really help us ensure that we feel more accomplished as we're making progress to help us avoid the feeling of being overwhelmed by the enormity of what this large project is. And I like to do this by kind of working backwards in my day. So at night, I'll write my to-do list for the next day, even if it's just kind of a brain dump list. And then I will look at my schedule and kind of schedule my day in advance and say, where can I maximize my time in getting my list accomplished? And we've heard it all, through other folks of writing down the top 3, right? If these are the only 3 things that I get done during the day, then I'm on track and I've accomplished a lot. And that is really, really helpful. But taking a few minutes each night to plan out what the day ahead is and be sure to include time for breaks and self-care is really, really crucial to us being able to stay on track and avoid feeling burnout. It's also important to give yourself permission to say no. It's easy to sort of overcommit and feel like we have to do everything, but really the truth is we cannot do it all. Learning to say no helps to prioritize our time and focus on the most important tasks. So in effort of saying no, what are we saying yes to? And when we say yes to something and we're saying no to those other things, what are the no things? Are they things that can be delegated to other people? And if not, are they immediate and do they need to be done right now? Because chances are, if you can push them off, then you also can delegate them to other people. And one final thought here is it's really important to remember that we are human. It's okay to take breaks and it's okay to ask for help and even make mistakes. I think we have to get really, really comfortable with expanding and learning and growing in making mistakes. Because how can you possibly learn something new if there's not a mistake that isn't brewing behind the scenes from what we personally are trying to do? By acknowledging sort of what our limitations are, we can avoid this burnout and really stay focused on our goals. So instead of getting sucked into the to-do list, and I know that this is a short, quick, easy episode for you to really listen, I want you to remember to go back and prioritize your tasks, break down the larger tasks, schedule your day in advance, and give yourself permission to say no. And finally, remember, it's okay to take breaks and ask for help. Friends, I hope that these tips are helpful and it gives you motivation in the middle of your week. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good week. Thanks for tuning into the show today. If you heard something that helped you, I would love it if you would leave a review and share it with your friends. This helps more people just like you become inspired to move the needle of their big CEO energy into a positive direction. If you would like to learn more about how I can help you streamline and position your business for growth or lead your business as a CEO, feel free to jump into the show notes with all of the links to find me. And don't forget to head over to Instagram so we can be pals.